And we're live. I think we're live anyways. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. You would think I'd have my own video up here. Apparently not. My audio working? Yep, we're working. How's everybody doing tonight? Thanks for coming in. I don't know how long we'll do this tonight. Depends on you guys. Kind of tired, but kind of been in a dark place lately. Thought I'd better come see some of you guys, get my head right. You guys can straighten me right out. Who's all in here tonight? We got Fate Trucking in the house. Says boom. I sent you a link, Fate Trucking. If you're not, we all know you ain't working. You could come on in if you want to. Cents per mile in the house says, if effing around was a career path, you could call me Stephen Hawking. Oh, geez. Stephen used to always get bullied in school. So I asked him, are you just going to sit there and take that? Oh, why so hard on the Hawking? Cents per mile. What's going on? Oh, DIY Semi in the house says, fuelox.com, use code DIY Semi and save 15% on every order. I went on there to order some antigel for myself. So I'm starting to get low, and look at whose video is on the front page. Yours truly, trucking at minus 45 degrees. They got the whole video posted on there. Even though I use words such as it's colder than a penguin's pecker, they see fit to have that on the front page of their website. So yeah, check that out. And that reminded me, talking about shameless promotion here for a second, but the economics make sense. So I was just in the truck stop. It's been a while since I bought antigel in the truck stop, and the prices are freaking horrific. So the 1 3-ounce bottle of cold charge from Fuelox, it's 3 ounces. It treats 120 gallons. If you look at a bottle of House, to get the right temperature treatment, you're supposed to use the whole bottle because the 300 gallons is not for winter treatment, and that's over $20. So the Fuelox is $10.99 for that little bottle, and if you use my discount code DIY Semi, it's 15% off. So it's $9.35 if I'm doing that right. And the more you buy, the cheaper that can get. You can buy the bigger bottle, like you can get it in this here size bottle, that's what's in this bottle. My smaller ones, a couple of them leaked, so I dumped everything into one of these empty bottles, so I just got it in here. But anyway, and it's stronger. The cold filter plug point is way lower, and if you get the freeze guard, I've never seen another antigel with a minus lowers your cold filter plug point by minus 47 degrees. So the economics is pretty good, and if you order it now, you could have it before the weekend. It's supposed to get below zero here in Illinois, so check that out. We love to save money around here. Driving with John, the man, the myth, the legend. Everyone hit the thumbs up. Yeah, do that. Driving with John. If you don't know Driving with John, one of the biggest YouTube trucking channels out there. Go subscribe. Otherwise, you're going to miss everything about trucking. With both feet in the house. What in the wide world of sports is going on around here? Love a good. Oh my gosh, what's the movie? Blazing Saddles reference. We're about to find out because we effed around, John says. Yes. Oh, will he be late? Odds are 10-1, greater than 10-1. I'm the one that's on time. Driving with John says, I see you, Jackknife. I don't see you again, Jackknife. Let me check the chat on my tablet here in the app. Maybe it's because of the studio. Let's see if we see a Jackknife in here. We do not see a Jackknife TV in here. If you want your comments read, you'll have to log into one of your other accounts because I don't know why you don't show up. Stanza Transport in the house. Anyone else see all the semis in the ditch on I-80 east of Des Moines today? Like 50 of them. Ooh, man. I don't miss those days. No, sir. I don't miss those days at all. Just checking the forecast, it's 27 degrees here right now. It's supposed to actually warm up overnight, which is good because it's going to snow tonight. Don Schonger in the house, good evening. Razorback Paul, that's a new name. You got me a truck yet? LOL. Well, I don't know you, Razorback Paul. That reminds me though. I got an offer today. I was gonna post a poll here, but for the life of me, I don't think I can do it from my tablet because I wanted to post a poll. Let me just check. No, it doesn't give me the option. I guess I have to be on the PC or laptop. I got an offer today to buy 3 trucks and 3 trailers. The trucks, I don't want nothing to do with this. They're all one 2017 pack Kenworth T680 with a Cummins in it, like 670,000 miles, and then the other 2 are 2018 Kenworths with Packars in them with the 12-speed, about 500,000 miles. I don't want them either. But the trailers, I wasn't really looking for any, but I might have to buy these. I don't know. 2018s utility reefers, carrier units, kind of high hours because the company that has them pulls a lot of dairy and they have to run continuous, but $15,000 each. I'm like, that's like auction prices. And in fact, from what I've been looking at, that's a little better than auction prices. So, I might have to take a look at them. I don't know. Could probably flip them if I had to. But one of them's got a big crack in the running gear underneath, and I don't know how good of a fix it would be to weld it. So maybe I just tell them I give you 10 for that one, then put a new running gear underneath it. I don't know, but they're in really good shape. Other than that, pretty new trailers. John Connolly, evening all. How you doing, buddy? Wallace Ober, hey DIY. D Compton, what's going on? Jerome Jones, let's go. He says, channel member, by the way. With both feet says, snap out of it. Yeah, I'm having a hard time with this one. Gotta, man. Yeah, I'm live. Phone calls while I'm alive. Hold on. Let me make sure my microphone's still connected. Audio. All right. Somebody give me a thumbs up if my audio is still pretty good. Yeah, whoever just tried calling, I'm live. So, Greg Zimmer, good evening. How you doing, buddy? Ain't talked to you in a while. Paul Harris. Oh, Greg Zimmer, we were supposed to resume that phone call conversation. I'll call you maybe tomorrow or something. Jersey Trucker in the house. Hey, everyone. Paul Harris stopping in. Chief Freight Hauler, good evening, everyone. Wallace Ober, tell us something great. Well, well, that whole trailer thing presents a quandary to me because I had saved up a little bit of money here, and I'm in a position where I can pay off a rental property. So that was the poll I was going to put up. Do I take that cash and pay off a rental property, or put it back into my business again and buy a few more pieces of equipment? That would be a cheap way to upgrade trailers. With 3 trailers available, I have some 2015s that could go, or they could stay. I could have a couple extra trailers. I don't know. I got to think long and hard on that. I might have 2 new guys coming on here in the next month or so. We'll see. Not exactly sure yet. But for right now, I don't have to buy any equipment for that. I have just enough. Then I won't have an extra trailer anymore. So, and having 1 extra trailer has served me well. I don't have to buy all 3 trailers. I could buy 1 or all 3, whatever. So, decisions. So, I come in peace says bomb cyclone bound. I don't think so. Am I spinny wheel Jones or is my video okay? Also, it's not coming through my headset again. Okay, let me fix my audio here. Whenever somebody calls when I'm live, it kicks me out of the headset. So that back. There we go. I heard it beep over. That should be better. I think I'm back in my earpiece now. Yeah, so I went to Florida yesterday. Well, Monday. Had 5 drops in Florida on Monday and Tuesday. Didn't really want to go to Florida. I don't really go to Florida, but I had to cover this load because I didn't have anybody for it, and it's a new place we're hauling for. And they're like, "You said you'd give us a truck every Friday," and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't have anybody this Friday. I guess I got to go." So I went, and I'm bouncing back. Really don't want to do that either, but I have to get back to do payroll, and otherwise nobody gets paid. So I kind of have responsibilities I have to get back for. So I'd have liked to take in a load, but I still made out pretty good, all things considered, on the round trip. So it is what it is. But yeah, Florida, man, coming back empty. It was windy yesterday. I lost a lot of time in Florida. Windy as heck and raining. I thought about shutting her down because there's a couple of guys got blown over, but we persevered. Then it got better up in Georgia. Then it got worse again. So now up here, it's still. I think it's windy everywhere right now. I don't know any place where it's not windy right now. Another storm coming through tonight too. So I don't know. Roland Irish says, "I have no interest in playing in the snow this year. Not at these rates." I hear you. You could have just stopped at playing in the snow. That's enough reason to stay home. G Walker says, "Let's go." 7C says, "We live." We live. RGB says, "Hey." Rickard 0713 says, "Don't some truck stops treat their diesel during the winter months?" They do. They do. But here's the thing. I can't rely on truck stops. What if somebody had a bad day and forgot to do it? Or they put the wrong diesel in the wrong hole in the ground? Because some truck stops sell a winterized diesel. Some just sell, like, you can go to Quick Trips in the north there. They got a blended winter diesel. And then they got another option where it's pretty sure it's still treated, but it's not, technically winterized. Or if somebody had a bad day and forgot to put the additive in or forgot to blend it right, and then I got to sit on the side of the road and pay $1,000 for a tow or something. And plus, sometimes, if you're sucking out of the bottom of the tank, you could have a lot of water in there. Multiple reasons, and it's better safe than sorry. That's one of gelling up hard, like a hard gel. I'm not just talking where you start to sputter and you change a fuel filter and everything's fine again. I'm talking about a hard gel where your fuel turns to snot. You will regret that day you were born, especially if you don't have any help. But anyway, yeah, and then the cold charge has the catalyst in it too, so you kind of get a 2-for-1 there. Rest Area Raccoon in the house. Evening. Oh no, Rest Area Raccoon, did you change your avatar? That was the best avatar on YouTube, I'm telling you right now. G Walker says, "Careful out there, DIY. I hear that the wind is taking out trucks and trailers." Yeah, I got hit pretty stiff a couple times. Good stiff crosswind, especially in Florida. Grade 8 Transportation, good evening, DIY and chat. How you doing, buddy? I did ask about a load for you today, and they have nothing going west, which is typical. They don't really go west. But I'm trying to get a customer load for my own truck on Friday. So a little slow right now. Sean Fairman says, "Are you still running Fuel Ox? I like the stuff." I am. I run it in everything. In fact, I was just going to order some more. But I got to check. I might still have a full case of it at home, but I promised that to somebody. So I don't know. Really like all the products, actually. Trucking with Cliff says, "Getting spring bushings and shocks replaced and a wheel seal. Decided it couldn't be left out. So add a wheel seal and some brakes." Well, hell, might as well throw bearings in there too. Do it upright. Get a whole new rear end type scenario. I need to do that on the orange truck. 3 out of the 4 drives I need to put bearings in. Now while I'm in there, might as well put a wheel seal in too. So I Come in Peace says that's normal on 80. Yeah, that I-80, they pile them up good. Seems like in just about every state on 80. Cents per mile says 62 down here in Arkansas today. It's margarita weather. Will you just go ahead and stay right down there? We'll take care of all this high-paying freight up here. Man, we booked some banger loads in this storm. I tell you what, man. One of my drivers got like a $3,500 on a St. Louis up to Wisconsin multi-stopper, that's a smoking rate. It's not that many miles, but yeah, caught some people slipping this week, desperate for trucks, but that doesn't last. Vince Hollister says, let's remember that tough times won't last, but tough people do. Yeah, sometimes you don't feel so tough. Sometimes life just puts a wingtip shoe on, stands right in front of you, chokes up the pant leg a little bit, and then kicks you right in the taint from the front. Puts that wingtip right up your hiney and shin bone right to the ghibli bits down there. Life will do that to you sometimes. Seven Seas says Jackknife always has issues. Ooh, is he using a Packard telephone? Is he using a Packard to comment in here? Can't get it to work? Come on. Oh, throwing shots at Packard now, are we? Shame on me. I gotta be careful. I don't need any more bad karma in my life right now. Cheap Freight Hauler says those 680s with the Packard should have engine warranty until 700. No, they don't. That's an option. You got to buy it up. That company typically doesn't keep trucks that long, so they didn't do that. But then that was one of those situations where they were COVID trucks, so you had to keep your truck a little bit longer because a new truck was $17 million if you could even get one. The animals in the house says, good evening, Mr. DIY. Stay safe, sir. You also. John Connolly says, okay, getting thumbs up. Audio is okay. All right. Daniel Williams, it's Memphis, Tennessee. Okay. GW Bulls, what up? Everybody stuck down there, I hear. Okay. Audio is good, but not coming through your headset. We should be good now. Rest Area Raccoon says, keep investing. Yeah, I definitely. It's just sometimes, you got to decide where that money is best invested for return on it. I could use some $15,000 2018 reefer trailers. I mean, hell, I could flip them. I could use them. I could rent them out. I could put them on the road, take some of my older ones, rent them out for storage. I could do a lot of different things. But then again, too, it would be nice to have a paid off rental property. So, hell, I guess I could do both. Pay the rental off and only buy one less trailer. I don't know. I owe about $16,000 payoff on that property. So we'll have to consult the boss lady at home also on that. John Conley says go for the trailers. Okay. Tito's and soda. Greetings from Hotlanta. I was in Hotlanta yesterday about this time. Traffic wasn't too bad getting through there, to tell you the truth. GW Bull says Alaska freight is dead this week. Ooh, I bet it's cold up there. I bet it's cold up in Alaska. Your audio's not going through your headset? Okay. Now I'm good. Okay. Ron Slisky says next investment, automated truck wash. I kind of looked into doing some kind of a truck wash or the washout somewhere near me because there was an old truck stop that got torn down. I'm like, that would be a good place for a truck wash and a washout in like a tire shop. Whoa, you wouldn't believe the environmental fees involved in a truck wash. It's no wonder truck washes are so expensive. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. The environmental fee. And then you have to have a whole environmental study done before they would even give you the permit to build it in the first place. Yeah. And if it wouldn't be on any kind of city septic or city sewer, so you have to have like separate holding tanks and like your own treatment facility type thing. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Not practical. I just have to moonlight it. Just go out with a garden hose at midnight. Tell everybody show up at midnight, like we're at the U.S. Foods. I'll wash you out real quick. Trucker named Tim in the house. DIY Semi, how you doing, buddy? Driving with John says should have given me a call. What do you want? Oh, when I'm in Florida, I was on the opposite side. I was over by. I had one stop in. No, where did I have? I had 4 stops in Lakeland and 1 stop in Palmetto. One in Palmetto. Boy, you ever been to that Publix over there in Lakeland? Oh, wee doggies. I could care if I never go back there again. I had 3 delivery appointments at the same place. One for fresh meat, then I had frozen meat, and then I had another fresh meat that went over to the dairy docks. No, I'm sorry, that was a pallet, 2 pallets of cheese. And they stuck to all 3 appointments. So I had a 10 a.m., at a 4 p.m. and a 7 p.m. I showed up at I had a 1 p.m., a 4, and a 7. Showed up at 10:30, got out of there at 10:30 that night. In and out of 3 different docks. Luckily, they have a nice staging area where you can 5-mile-an-hour crawl to that baby. Wheelburner Express in the house is good evening. DIY and chat. How you doing? Dirty Diesel in the house. Afternoon. Adam and chat. He's also using the Fuel Ox products. Loves them. Dirty Diesel says it's calmed down in Ohio. Just cooked steaks on the grill. Put another steak on the barbie. Sorry, overly tired. I apologize. Nigel Berry, any recommendations for small companies to lease under their authority? I don't know what flatbed, van, reefer, 53-foot drop deck reefer, specialized RG. I had one of them dispatch companies with that one time. This chick just would not hear anything I had to say. So she said, "What kind of trailers you have?" I said, "I got 53-foot drop deck reefers." Oh, perfect. We load that all the time. I'm like, oh, that is fantastic. Just trying to hit them with every kind of ridiculous thing I could. Anyway, Nigel, I don't know. I mean, where do you live? You do reefer? Shoot me an email. Adam@diysemi.com. And I don't know. I'm sometimes looking for people if you're qualified. Cassius King says, I blame James Knox Polk for the win. I don't know. I'm more of a let's blame Grover Cleveland, really. GW Bold, Alaska is pretty. Thanks for babysitting our weather for a few weeks. Yeah, no kidding. Owen Trammell says, smoking on that broker pack. There you go. Driving John says, high cash. Dirty Diesel, winter diesel is usually a mix of number 1 and number 2. Yeah, a lot of places, though, now are they're taking the number 2 and putting their own additives in it. I think Dirty Broke showed me one time what they dump in their tanks. It's like a 1-gallon jug of something or other. I'm sure it's still blended, at the refinery, but then for their, quote unquote winterization that they advertise at the pump, they put this 1-gallon jug of whatever product it is. Traveling Trucker says, did you get caught in that storm? I sure did, and counted 167 wrecked trucks. Where in the heck was that, Traveling Trucker? That must have been like Iowa. Trucker named Tim, Hillsboro, Texas. Not bad. 9-mile-an-hour wind with 15-mile-an-hour gusts, 60 degrees. I'll take that. Oh, I think we got a super chat here. Let me scroll. Justin Expert in the house. What you mean it's slow? No, I said some of my drivers are slow. I'm just teasing you, buddy. It's not slow right now. My email is blowing the F up. People begging for trucks. I'm like, where have you people been? And they're all loads that we used to see. And then, they went away because there's all kinds of trucks and they probably contracted some of them, whatever. Man, it's been banging the last 2 weeks. Now, I'm of no illusion that that's going to stay that way. Don't get your panties all wadded up. Come to find out, after New Year's, there's certain cultures, I'm told, that they take the whole first week of January off because they have a whole week-long celebration of New Year's. I don't know if that's true. If anybody in here is Russian, could you tell me that, is that part of your culture or not? That's what I've been told. So a lot of trucks still off the road, capacity's tight. So, people peter back into work. What we all hope for is that a lot of people held on to the first of the year and said, screw it, I'm done. Just wait until the first of the year. But I don't think that's any kind of truth. Does treating treated fuel hurt your fuel economy? No, it's the treated, it's the blended fuel that hurts your fuel economy. Blended fuel has less, winter fuel has less BTUs in it when you blend number 1 and number 2. Dirty Diesel says, I haul fuel and wouldn't trust truck stops to treat the fuel. I always use fuel locks freeze guard at every fill up. Yeah, I don't trust them either because, you know, you've seen people. When's the last time you saw anybody paying attention to anything that they were doing? Bottom line with anything. And if it's something that could potentially cost me a lot of money, not this guy. Dirty Diesel says, cash is king. Yes, it can. I noticed a big drop when I started using antigel. Okay. All of the fuel in Canada is blended at the refinery and shipped out. I have found that most of the diesel in the northern U.S. is the same. You know, truth be told, even the diesel in the south is refined to a somewhat of a low temperature standard. It's just not as strong as the fuel up north. That's why, you know, I just came out of Florida. The last fuel I put in was northern, was it Lake, not Lake City, right up there, that northernmost TA in Florida there, whatever it is. So I got Florida fuel in the truck. You think I'm going up to Wisconsin where it's 0 degrees without treating that fuel? Hell to the no. Of course, I'll put some more fuel in before that anyway. But I live by a big food processing plant about 20 miles from my house. They make a lot of frozen food products, and every winter, never fails. One of their in-house carriers is CR England. The trucks go up, they get loaded, and about the time they get down the interstate, back around within 20 miles of my house, you'll always see every winter a few of them sitting on the side of the road gelled up because they come up with that southern fuel. And, you know, imagine the ones that do come up with summer fuel, they probably hold on just long enough. Maybe they shut the truck off while they're getting loaded, and shut truck off. It runs about 20 miles to get back to where I am, and they just peter out. So, yeah, I'm blending, or I'm treating my fuel. Traveling trucker KC to Iowa 80 at 30 miles an hour on Tuesday. Yeah, the driver gets stuck in that crap yesterday and today. Driving with John says, you got me hooked on fuel locks. I even use it in my company truck. Damn, I need a company driver like you putting your own money into the truck. Come on. Justin Axford says, don't you love when you pick up a 40,000 pound load and it ends up being 20,000 in the box? Money. How come nobody complains about that? But then when they, you know, are supposed to pick up a 30,000 pound load and it's 37,000 pounds, everybody's screaming for more money, but they never want to give any back when it's the other way around. Just saying. Dirty Diesel fuel locks is awesome. I can tell when I don't use it with my Series 60. Yeah, it makes the Series 60 just run different. Dirty Diesel, did you put the oil treatment, the liquid friction eliminator, in your oil? If you haven't, try it. It makes a big difference in the Series 60 and the N14 in the Cummins. Does Fate really make you get his coffee when you're running together? Have I ever bought him coffee? I don't believe I have. We just recently met up a couple of weeks ago. We went to Chipotle and we went Dutch. And then, can you believe this? The pot liquor, we went Dutch, right? We're sitting there eating, and I don't know, I'm looking at my phone or whatever, and he's going to be a good little girl and go throw away the garbage, and he takes my drink cup and throws it in the garbage. I'm like, slow your roll, son. I wanted me a nice sugar-free orange Fanta to take back to my truck, and now you just threw it in the garbage. So I'm taking 1% off of each settlement. Now I'm reducing his percentage by 1% until I get my money back for that Fanta. I come in peace, getting sued, but I'm going to press on out here. Ooh. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I come in peace. I'd like to hear about that. If you ever want to talk about it, email me. I'd like to hear what you're going through. I have a particular interest in that. Shannon Thomas Trucking. Good evening, everyone. How you doing? Channel member, by the way. Thank you. Does anybody in here have any solid data numbers on running fuel ox in a DD15 as opposed to not running it? I don't, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna tell you the way it is, one way or another. When I put it in my DD15, I don't notice as big a difference because I've not found anything in these DD15s. These things are so smooth and tight, like they don't sound any different, they don't run any different, and I've not been in it enough long term to know if it does or it doesn't. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Series 60, 100%. N14, 100%. And ISX Cummins, absolutely. DD15, they're just so smooth. Like the Series 60, you can audibly hear a difference. Same with the N14. This one, I hear no difference. So, you know, it would all be on paper. And honestly, I've never run this truck without it. I've only ever run it with it. And my lifetime average since I've had it is 8.3. So, I know, you know, one thing I will say is the drivers that are at least on to me that do run it say they use significantly less DEF and we have less emissions problems. So you should be building up less soot, need less DPF cleaning. Most of my PACCAR warranties were out at 500,000 miles. Yeah, you can buy most of your manufacturers now. I have it on one of the Freightliners warranty out to 700,000 factory. You have to buy that up at purchase though. Marty says, question about the fuel card. What about for a company wants 20 to 30 of those cards? Then what? They can get, you could get 100 of them if you want. I think the biggest fleet I have on it is 20, 25 trucks. So yeah, it's just like any others. You can get as many as you want. And if you want pricing, email me, adam@diysemi.com, and I can send you, I could send you today's pricing. I just got the pricing file if you want. All the AmBest will be on there. The Speedways and Casey's and any outliers won't be in the pricing. I don't have stuff I can email out for that. They're just in the app. So when you see that pricing, I look in the app. But you can get a pretty good idea, looking at the AmBest ones. Sell Fate's truck, pay off the property, and buy a trailer. Everybody wins. I don't own his truck. He bought that all on his own. Hey, my hands are clean on that one. He didn't even tell me he was looking for a truck when he bought that one. He just called me one day like, hey, I'm going to, where the hell did he go? Iowa, Nebraska, something. Going to look at a truck. What do you think? I'm like, well, it's not exactly what I would buy, but, more power to you. Justin says, pay off the rental, guaranteed income. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I don't know. Got to consult with them. It's not 100% my decision. I'm married. We're partners. So we'll talk about it together. PACCAR extended the warranty on EPA 17s to 700,000 on major components a few months back. Okay. Is that like an apology for saying, sorry, we made a bad product and we're going to help you out here a little bit? I don't know. Rest Area Raccoon says, Jackknife, send $500 to activate cheat mode. Yeah, actually, Jackknife, I have you blocked. The get out of jail fee is like $500. Cash App, $sign. It's right here on the screen. $sign DIY Semi. No, I really can't see you. So if you sign it, like I said, sign in with a different name. I can see your comments, like the other day. Unless you don't want me to read them, in which case, fine, I won't. Driving with John, laughing at Jackknife. Sunny707, I call live into a DIY live. Who needs cable? I don't know. I can dive into a DIY live. Who needs? I don't. Yeah, who needs cable? I'm right here. Try to get Cash to come in. He's doing that thing called trucking. Astral Aspirations, 53-foot drop deck reefer. Yeah. So you guys come up with some more. I to the point where I have fun with these people. It's either that or scream at them and be mean, and I don't really want to do that. I'm like, I might as well entertain myself. Dude, on a light day, I get 5 of these calls from these dispatch companies. Tell me some things you want me to run by them. Tell me ridiculous kind of trailer. Something funny I should get them to agree to. With any luck, one of them will call while they're here, and I'll do it live. But it's almost 6:00 p.m., so they're probably not going to call. Cheap Freight Hauler says, I tell dispatch services I have a refrigerated flatbed. Oh, come on. Justin Axford, thanks again. $20 super chat. I appreciate it. Cents per mile says, I got 3 miles per gallon yesterday pushing through that wind and snow. Ooh. I got more miles at 3 miles per gallon busting through the snow and the wind, and you got 10 miles an hour catching a tailwind all the way home. 10 miles per gallon catching a tailwind all the way home. Big Mike says it's more like a busload of, going to a Liberace concert. Oh, I can't read that. I almost got my channel taken down, by the way, yesterday. Somebody left me a snide comment, and I was in that kind of mood, so I just started hammering them back. Every response I would post would get taken down, and then finally YouTube sent me a message. If you continue to post responses like this, we're going to take down your channel. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I better stop acting like a 2-year-old and grow up a little bit. But sometimes you're just in that mood. Dirty Diesel says, when I deliver to some customers, mainly ones with above ground tanks, we throw in a 2.5 gallon jug of additive. Yeah, that's what Dirty Broke said that they do. Jackknife, I see your comments, bro. Okay. David Edwards says, Shannon, did you get my email? RBK says, what was the part of the Russian culture? I've missed the question. A friend of mine told me he's a carrier and a broker, and a lot of people he brokers to are Russian. And he says that he had one of them tell him that they typically take, and maybe it's a different kind of, maybe it's Russian Orthodox, maybe it's Russian whatever, that they typically take the first week of the New Year off, is they celebrate New Year's as a week, the whole week rather than just a day. I have no idea if that's true. Terry Raccoon, no way the Russians would give up freight for a week. Oh, they'll make it up, doctor, in your rate cons. Come on, they'll just shave a little bit, maybe an extra 0.1% off every load the rest of the year. Come on. First week of January is known as Sabbath of Super Ego. I like that. Is it just me, or are you guys seeing like almost every Super Ego truck now, instead of their typical company name on the tractor, it's always something else? Like, are they making all their owner operators go out and get their own authority and then broker freight to them? Like, it's like mostly what I see now is most of the tractors are, Bob's Trucking. I know they have their Rocket and their Floyd and their this and their that companies, but seeing all these different things now. Wimpy McPote making an appearance. Always has a million excuses, by the way. 2 pieces of Godfather's pizza, $7. I love America. Damn it. You're right, though. Number 1 mixed with number 2 will cause a drop in miles per gallon. One of the racks I load fuel at tells you the cloud point of the diesel I load. Okay. RBK says Wildwood. I stayed in Wildwood on Sunday night. I stayed there. Couldn't beg, borrow, or steal a parking spot, so I circled around, got some fuel, and just as I was coming back around the lot, somebody pulled out. So got me a parking spot there at the TA. I ain't been there, man. I'm trying to think when the last time I stopped in Wildwood, Florida. It's got to be like somewhere between 2012 and 2016. So I was doing flatbed the last time I was there. I heard some places are more winterized, like Reno, Nevada versus Casper, Wyoming. Is that true? I would think that Casper would be more winterized than Reno, but what do I know? Yeah, it can be more winterized. I mean, Minneapolis, Minnesota is going to be more winterized than Mobile, Alabama, or, Dallas, Texas, whatever. Sonny says, I heard some places. Oh, I just read that. RBK says, or Lake Park. Lake Park. That's what I'm thinking of, is Lake Park, Florida. Cassius King says, Ixnay on the Bangia loads. Yeah, loads are paying crap. Don't come up north. Everything's snowing. It's icy. It's cold. and loads pay crap, especially when it's cold, so don't come here. Lake City, Florida is the last T in Florida when going north. Okay, yep. Those big companies don't even go give out antigel. Everyone is trying to save money. Yeah, I mean, some of them got it figured out. Like, some of the bigger carriers are like, yeah, if we just don't give out antigel, we're going to pay X amount of fuel for freeze-ups over the course of the winter. If we do give out antigel, giving it out is going to be twice as much as having X number of freeze-ups over the winter. So they got that stuff figured out. It's numbers. Big Rigger 61. So what is your opinion of this employee contractor thing they're trying to push again? Just when you thought things can't get any dumber. It's just, there'll be an eternal push for that. And you know what? Screw them. I mean, from what I understand, everybody just ignored AB5 in California, and they're still doing it. I could be wrong, but I know a couple people who just said, screw it. I don't care what they say. We're still doing it. When you pull over one of my trucks, how are you going to know if that driver is an employee, or a contractor? You're not. So, and then I don't know what they do at tax time as far as tax filing. I have no idea. At a certain point, we got to decide, like, do you have any right to your own life? You know what I mean? So, and plus, let's face it, we're smarter than them. I'm thinking we'll find some kind of way around it. There's a lot of smart people out here. We'll figure it out. Is it going to be a pain in the ass? Yes. Is it going to cost money? Absolutely. Should we have to deal with it? No, it's stupid. Leave people alone. We have bigger fish to fry than that. We got a lot of problems. That is not one. I'd say of all the problems we have in this country, whether truck drivers are classified as employees or contractors is probably not top 200. Stop wasting everybody's time. Stop wasting everybody else's money. Find something else to do. You low-life pieces of garbage and bureaucrats in the government. I tell you what, one of you guys, if you know somebody, get me in front of Congress. I will tell them that to their face. I would love to tell them that to their face. I'm just dumb enough to do it. And I'll come up with something way better, way more articulate, given time to think about it. Instead of putting the head of the ATA and the owner of some trucking company that, oh, thank you, Congressman, for your very nice question. I'll say, you know what, Mr. Congressman, why don't you eat a satchel of Richards and go back in the rest area back there and take it like a man. We're out here working. Your roads suck. I'm glad you can send $60 billion a month to Ukraine to fix their roads and their schools and pay for their social programs. Meanwhile, we need to prosecute whoever's running the state of Indiana about their roads. Dude, I hit a pothole today that I'm surprised I even have a steer tire left on my truck. And I couldn't get over because there was a truck next to me. I was mad. I'm sure that steer tire, I'm sure I busted some cords. They need to be talked to just like that and reminded who their boss is, not that they give a damn. And I'm sure after it's over, they'll sick the IRS on me and everybody else. But that's the way we need to start talking to these people. Give them the amount of respect that they deserve. Because you know what? It doesn't matter anyway. Either way, they don't listen to us. So you might as well get some satisfaction out of it. You might as well. Instead of sending a bunch of yes men to testify in front of them every time. Call Buttigieg just exactly what he is. Dirty Diesel says, yeah, I used the friction eliminator last oil change. I noticed it idles smoother and doesn't seem as hard cranking in this colder weather. Not as much chatter from the top end at startup. Yes, absolutely. I would like to buy one of the trailers. Oh, they're mine. Mia, I'll tell you what, I'll buy one. I'll take it. I'll wash it up real nice, double the price, and then I'll sell it to you. How about that? Come on. Oliver 880 says, you must really love that Cascadia. I mean, I like it. I've never been quite this comfortable in a truck before, I'll tell you that. Got a refrigerator. Never had a refrigerator before. Just a cooler, those plug-in coolers that are just keep burning up the cords. It rides nice. It's comfortable. It's quiet. Everything works. I don't know. I like it a lot. Wheelburner says, thanks for all the good advice. Keep doing what you're doing. A lot of us out here appreciate it. Fortunately, I'm going back to bed because I'm on a midnight shift for the next 2 weeks. Don't you stay up because of me. You go to bed. Sleep is precious. Six Semper Tyrannus, sweet dreams, wheel burner. Come on now. Whatever you guys do on your own time, you know, we don't need to know. Just saw where Uber crap freight changed days to pay to 30 unless you haul their cheap crap 15 times in a quarter. Yeah, don't nobody mess with them. They're the lowest common denominator. You know what's happening? You know what's happening is all these companies that invested tons of money in these technologies trying to gain an edge, they lost what really matters, and that's the personal touch. It's people. And Convoy, C.H. Robinson's having a lot of trouble. Hopefully Uber's next. Hopefully LoadSmart. Hopefully, was it not Traffic's with the T? I can't remember. Anyway, hopefully all these companies. I don't even want them to learn their lesson. I just want them to go away, because that opens it up for people to come back in and say, you know what, we're going to stop outsourcing things overseas. We're going to stop running everything with AI and analytics and algorithms. And we're going to get back into, hey, what is the market? What does the market need? It needs accurate information, personal touch. It needs people back in positions of competence. That's what it needs. These AI and the algorithms, it's garbage in, garbage out. It's part of the reason we have a lot of problems with loads and scheduling and appointments and wrong appointments and wrong pickup numbers. But it's garbage in, garbage out. Cheap Freight Hauler says Jackknife sent a super chat. Are you kidding me? Jackknife, I can't even see your super chat. Oh, this is costing me money. Messing with my money is like messing with my emotions. I can't get your super chat. This is some BS. This is some freaking BS. Why can't I do that? I don't know. Damn it. DIY, what's going on? You snow trucking. It's starting to snow here in Illinois. It's supposed to snow overnight. I had to run to make a quick jaunt down to Florida. I'm on my way back. Ran out of hours here in Illinois. I hate living in a world where running out of hours is a real thing. RBK says low boy reefer. Ooh, I like it. What about a double drop? Oh, no, double drop hopper bottom? No, that doesn't work. We'll come up with some Conestoga reefer trailer. There you go. There you go. You could say you haul an LNG trailer. Ooh, there we go. Come on with it. Says Epic Truck and Fails. Sharing the link right there. Everybody check out Epic Truck and Fails. RBK says I have a Conestoga reefer. There you go. Cents per mile says, can we discuss your receivables? You got to make me throw a hissy fit first. You have to offend my sensibilities, get in my emotions, and challenge my manhood before I throw a hissy fit and discuss receivables. It's one of my finer moments right there. Looking back, that was pretty funny. Pretty stupid. Pretty funny though. Oh, Marty says, tell those dispatch companies you haul hopper bottom. But hopper bottom's a real thing. What about a refrigerated hopper bottom? Super Ego is renting their trailers now. That could be what you're seeing. Are they really? I suppose if you can't get drivers. Anybody ever hear how that lawsuit went? I wonder if Cash has heard. Has anybody seen anything on Mother Trucker about, remember a year ago this time or whatever, people were filing a lawsuit against Super Ego for skimming rate cons and whatever their business practices were. Wonder how that went. RBK says in Russia, usually they stop working from December 25th till January 12th. The entire country does not work. I'm from Russia, moved here 12 years ago, and still don't want to work from mid-December till mid-January. Okay, well, there you go. Straight from the Russian propagandist, RBK himself. Did they send you here as a spy, RBK? I'm just kidding. Rig Pig says, I'm just here to learn about tax write-offs. Thank you, sir. Great show. Oh, yeah. How about them tax write-offs? 53 Steps is Florida. Where's that? It's down yonder. Down yonder. It's that state that looks like a man parts, if you know what I'm saying. Cheap Freight Hauler says, if I'm looking for a trailer, should I overpay so that I can have write-offs? I like it. Oh, I like it. You guys get it. You guys get it. Why doesn't everybody else get it? Trucking with MC says, hey there. Hey. Come on with it. Says, I was in Wisconsin yesterday. Well, where are you now? Illinois, by chance? Marty St. Amour says, what is the cetane reading for winter blend? Depends how you blend it. Dirty Diesel, come on with it. You tell us what the cetane rating is for your winter blended diesel. I'm going to hazard a guess into saying 80 to 85. Just taking a shot in the dark. Tell me if I'm right. What brand do you recommend to buy for a battery tester? Ooh, that's one of the things I want to get is a handheld battery tester. Like you ever seen the one they use at Love's, where it'll give you a printout of everything? They're about $400, maybe 500, but I've always kind of wanted one. And then, but there's so many different brands out there. I couldn't even tell you a brand. I know for the average man, like Schumacher makes good products, but if you're going like professional grade, I'm guessing like Snap-on and Matco, I'll probably sell one of those. I've seen some good ones at Napa. I don't know what brand they are. Ask around, find somebody who's got one and loves it, and just copy that. Cheap Freight Hauler says minimum of 40, Marty. Okay, see, there you go. I'm very wrong, as usual. Driving John says, when I mix number 1 and number 2, it turns the water a funny color. I like it. RBK says, just ignore California, especially with their new twice-a-year carb inspection. Yeah, I sent out a message to all the drivers here last week of December saying we now no longer go to California. It's just one more thing to comply with for taking my time, money, and energy that I just don't need to do. Like, we barely go there anyway, and we're just not going. So, sorry, California. Not that you care. It's probably you really don't want us there anyway. So I don't know why you'd have a problem with that. Wimpy McPope Man with a million excuses says, who wants to wait for a tow truck with 20 below zero temps? I'll just buy the house and sleep soundly. Why not buy the fuel ox and sleep like a baby? Wear a diaper and poop in it while you're sleeping. That's what I'm saying. Stanza Transport DIY for Secretary of Transportation. Ooh, one step closer to the White House, baby. Come on with it. That's what we need. Like, anybody got Trump's ear? Got an inside track to Trump or whoever's president next? Put in a good word. What's a Richard? Think about it. Google Maps needs a chuck hole emoji. Yeah, if they can have a poop finder map for San Francisco, why can't we have a map that shows all the massive chuck holes in the roads for truck drivers? Stanza Transport says Cascadias are so big inside. Are you flirting with me? Yes, it is big inside. I like the cabinets. I don't know. One thing I would wish for is some better lighting up here over the steering wheel. The lighting for the steering wheel is in the center console here, and I would prefer to have it right over the steering wheel because I like to put things on the steering wheel and do them. So, just some dude says Jackknife is back. Jackknife TV is back. Well, I don't know because I can't read his comments. Or is that you? I don't know. My girl got that Cascadia with the 60 series. I'm so jealous. Okay. Just some dude said only an estimated 700,000 to 1 million truckers vote out of 3.5 million. And you wonder why we can't get any political backing or lobbying groups. Damn it, boy. Stanza Transport says snowing in southern Minnesota. All right. This Trucking Life says, I'm not voting ever again. Okay. Secretary of Trolling says, I haul RGN tanker with a lift axle. Oh, I like that. RGN tanker with a lift. With a liftable spread. There we go. This Trucking Life says, it's just a jury duty sign-up form. Okay. Butch says, looking for a load for my pop top dump trailer. I like that one. A pop top dump trailer. Cassius King Trucking says, we only talk about non-factored receivables on my live shows. Oh, what a douchey thing to say. I'm at the same time embarrassed, yet proud. I could provide Cash some spur of the moment douchey content. It obviously stuck with you guys. Who's the dummy that brags about their non-factored receivables? You're looking at him. You're looking. Oh, my face is getting hot. Ugh. Ugh, gross. Stanza Transport says hopper top 'em. Oh, I got a hopper top 'em. It's got the hopper on the top instead of the bottom. It's a top dump hopper. They're getting to be more and more common. Jericho says owner op. If so, what are OTR owner ops making these days? We went to containers and each truck is pulling about 20K each after gas and overhead. Where are you getting them gas powered trucks, Jericho? It ain't got no gas in it. And you get an overhead run on that truck once a month? Damn it, seems excessive. I'm just funning you. What are owner operators making? You have to ask every single owner operator. We are all making different amounts. We do not all make the same. And thank God for that. A car hauler, ding, ding, ding. Okay. Cassius King says, only Trucker News covers Super Ego's reality. Those other news channels, they like fluff it and tell you how good Super Ego is. Hashtag, Cash don't take no money from Super Ego. I don't know about that. I saw that package. You got. Say that your trailer is set up for human trafficking. Oh, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tell them I got vent holes every 6 feet for human trafficking. How about that? RBK says I've escaped when I had a chance and never went back. From Russia. I used to want to visit there. I mean, obviously I wouldn't now with the political tensions being what they are, but I always thought Russia would be a fascinating place to visit and go see, like, you know, the old Crimean War stuff and the old castles and like oldie time Russia. I always thought that'd be cool to see. Not for very long. I wouldn't want to stay there for very long, but I wouldn't feel safe going there. SST says border town to anywhere. Okay. Cents per mile says real talk. If you have receivables on 30 net, what year do you claim that income if you did work in December? It depends. Are you a corporation? Are you on, well, forget about that. Let's back up. Are you on cash accounting? Are you on the accrual method? If you are on cash accounting, you claim it in the actual year that you received the money. So if you build it out on December 25th, but you don't get paid till January, you claim it in January. If you're on accrual method, you would count it in your accounting as income for December. So I use the cash accounting system. I hate accrual accounting. If they ever make me switch to that, I will refuse to participate in the operation of my own company because I hate accrual accounting. It's not natural. It's not the way Jesus intended accounting to be. This is unchristian. Cents per mile says net 30. Just some dude says Harbor Bay Freight works exactly the same as a name brand. Exide tester, or at least when we try to The dealership. Oh, if we're talking about the battery tester. Well, some of them got different features. Like I always thought about like if I'm gonna buy one of those, I'm gonna do it up right. I'm gonna get me the Mac Daddy of battery testers, so that I can show all my friends, hey buddy, you got a battery tester like this? I bet you don't. I bet you don't, there, fella. 35 to 40 cetane rating for winter. See, there you go. I don't know anything what I'm talking about. Okay, 50 cetane, 40 cetane, 70 30. Okay. See, there you go. I did know the 70 30, but I was way off on the cetanes. Cheap Freight Hauler says, man, DIY zipped through the Georgia and didn't say hi. I've been running the Macomb and Atlanta area too. Ooh, I never thought about getting with you. I was in the Macomb. Damn it. Stopped for some bacon and eggs for breakfast. Cash is, oh, you pot liquor. There he goes. Dropping a link for a battery tester. He got me. Boycott California. Yeah, I ain't even gonna boycott it. Just ain't going. Like the amount of energy and hassle to comply with their crap, it's just not worth it to me. I like my energy so better spent doing other things. And trust me, there's things that require my attention right now. So Jamie O says, are you calling the November 5th election results? Not calling them as much as I am predetermining them. Hashtag backdoor in the voting machine. What do you think? Sell California back to Mexico. Hey, they ain't got any money. They're just going to use our own money to sell it back to them. Dodie Lena says, hi, Adam. You never had a fridge? Wow, I never knew you were more old school than me. LOL. No, I've had those plug-in coolers, and they either freeze your stuff or it rots, and then without fail, you get a brand new one, and a week in, it fries the power cord. So I eat cold food out of a can, or sandwiches, or cold SpaghettiOs. Sometimes I'll turn my defrosters up and set a can of SpaghettiOs or a soup up there, try to heat it up with defrosters. I just don't care. I just don't care anymore. I tried a TV 20 years ago, never turned the damn thing on. It was always jiggling around in the cabinet. Never really could make a microwave work the way I can't stand a rattle. And I've never been able to set a microwave up so it don't damn rattle. So I just don't have one. I got an inverter, like everything I need, but if I was back on the road full time, I'd probably go get actually, if I was ever on the road full time again, I would probably get a microwave, and I'd probably like get a TV set up with, I don't know how to play video games, but I imagine I could learn. They kind of passed me by about 30 years ago. I don't really like too many buttons on the controller for my feeble mind. The mega carriers will be happy to have California. They'll turn it into their own little honey hole. Let them have it. Let them have it. With both feet says a refrigerated gooseneck. There we go. There we go. Is antigel harmless if added to the DEF tank? You should never put anything in your DEF tank other than DEF. Okay? Don't ever let anybody tell you to put anything in your DEF tank other than DEF. And don't ever put DEF in your fuel tank either. 53-foot end dump reefer. Ooh, I like that. Makes for fast unloading times. Stanza Transport says, Comrade DIY? Yes, Comrade. Cassius King says, I showed you my package in confidence. You're not supposed to talk about that. Ooh, a dry van car carrier. Okay. Cash says, I'm getting in the open deck hopper bottom, trying to find one with a reefer unit. Have you tried truck paper? I prefer cash accounting. The carrier I'm leased to withholds 2 weeks, so accrual method would suck. Accrual method sucks no matter what. It'd be a full-time job just doing that. Dodie Lena says, been there, done that, Semper Fi. I was driving a reefer and had a potato load. No pallets. Trailer was full of potatoes. Lay's potato chips had me back to a ramp, disconnect, and voila, they dumped it. Yep, we do. We've done that. Chugging MC says, I can help you with the microwave. I can show you how. I have one. It makes zero noise at all. See, I'd like a microwave with no turntable, like an old school. Hell, give me the dial on it. I don't care, but I don't like a turntable and a microphone. Turntable and a microphone. Sorry, that's like a 1990s song. Turntable in a microwave. That's where it's at. If you know what I'm saying. Marty says, I think I'm wrong. I think the cetane of Winter Blend is higher, flat 50. Apparently, I don't know. Apparently, I don't know what I'm doing. I had a 20-year Walmart driver's truck the other day, and he has a foam football set up in the microwave, wedged in there to keep the carousel from vibrating and bouncing. Yeah, sounds like a lot of work to me. See, I don't like to put effort into nonsense. This is easier for me. Hey, give me that can of SpaghettiOs and give me a spoon. Give me that can of tuna, drain the water off, give me a fork. You know, Bush's baked beans, get the pop top ones, grab a spoon, go to work. Just saying. I'll make a video on it so you can see how I did it. Okay. Just some dude says, yes, I'm Jackknife TV. This was supposed to be my political man support channel. Does this channel, just some dudes, does this one qualify for super chats? Have you ever tried to see if the super chat button works on that channel? I'm just saying. We want to test all possibilities. I like to make sure things work properly. Jeep Freight Hauler says, boycott Georgia. Don't even drive through here, go around, and don't even think of deadheading to Georgia to find a better paying load leaving Florida. I was looking. I could get like $110 out of Florida coming up to Chicago, or deadhead 500 miles up to Atlanta and get as much as $136 a mile going to. Hold on, now the wife is texting me. I'm live. Guess we know who watches their old man on YouTube. Now I got to see. I wonder if I have to reset my microphone. Let's see. Settings, audio. Let's go to. Go. There we are. That'll do me. All right. We haven't forgotten you. Sent Fate a link and still no show. Must be too busy doing Porsche things. Yeah, I mean, who drives a Porsche? What kind of self-respecting truck driver has such a bad midlife crisis? They got to go buy a Porsche, a yellow one at that. I mean, a certain kind of man drives a yellow Porsche. Just saying. Just saying. Trucking MC says minus turntable, no noises. Okay. Yeah. This Trucking Life, crack that can open. It says Bush beans. Cassius King says, where are you draining that tuna water into? Hell, that's the best part. I drink that stuff right out the can. Ugh. Yeah, that's why no one can stand to be around you. They say your breath smells like tuna water. Breath smells like tuna water. Just turn the microwave upside down. Okay. Georgia is all messed up. They enacted a law to have a set date, to have mail-in, balance in, and certain amount of days we vote, and Biden administration suing Georgia for it. Gosh damn it, just some dude. If you're going to leave comments, you better make sure they make sense. I'll ban this user account too if I have to. Just kidding. You must be using speech to text. Come on with it. Says, I got more miles in a cab over tanker car hauler than you got counting accrual non-factorable receivables while eating the canned food. Ooh, that may in fact be true. But I have eaten a lot of canned food straight from the can. This Trucking Life says, I think voting day should be a national holiday. No one works and everyone shows up with state identification to vote. Do we really need another day where nobody works? Does anybody really work anymore anyway, besides us? I mean, Cash showed up to U.S. Foods to get unloaded and they were on strike. They ain't working. Just some dude says, I'll buy a membership too on this channel. Okay. All right. Yeah, don't be afraid to test out that super chat button. Just saying. This Truck in Life says, I'm not far from saying if you don't have a dog in the fight, you can't vote. Back in the day, you had to be a landowner. Hey, I'm going on record right now and saying I am not in favor of dog fighting. If you and your buddy Mr. Vic want to get together and fight your dogs, all three of us gonna have a problem. I'm not in favor of the dog fighting. Old school battery tester is when you use your tongue. Ooh, come on. I got a good joke about that, but it's not suitable for YouTube's. Sense for Mouse, maybe Adam Bennett wants to come in here. Is he even real? He ain't in my chat too much. He loves it. He loves him a Cash is King, though. I'll tell you that. I'm eating steak right now, so my hands are full. Is that what you call it? Is that what you call it? Eating steak? Cash is King Trucking. I like to pop 2 cans of tuna open and pretend I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin. I like to pop a can of tuna and lay on my back in the sleeper and eat it off my chest like an otter. That's how I like to eat my tuna. Cheap Freight Aller says, just throw a loaf of bread in the microwave. Oh, then what? Oh, to keep it from bouncing around. Kelly's Kitchen says, was Cash the one in My Strange Addiction with that tuna fetish? Yes. He'll also eat canned salmon in a similar fashion. Then he sucks the bones out through his teeth. Wimpy McPote says, Macho Man Randy Savage, snap into a Slim Jim. I can't eat a Slim Jim. There's something about that mushy meat in the middle of a Slim Jim. Just ain't natural. Just ain't natural. I don't know what kind of meat that is. Mostly chicken peckers, I imagine. But I'll eat a Jack's Lynx or something similar to that. We can invent tuna flavored marshmallows. What in the hell? What in the absolute hell is wrong with you, Marty St. Amour? It just ain't right. Just ain't right. Well, I went in this truck stop here and had me a taco salad, and it's I think we're having strong disagreements about the situation right now. So, Bitcoin John in the house. I made it to the show. Welcome. Everybody's welcome here, even if you are Bitcoin John. Thanks for coming in. That is one handy dandy beard you got there. You give the Snorlord a run for your money. But I'm gonna have to go, and then I got to get on the phone to the house, and we got to do some billing over the phone. So we will catch you all later. Thanks for coming in, and we'll see you all next time.